A husband murdered his entire family to keep his horrifying secret. Ah. What type of secret make you kill your family? It's kind of what the fuck.
You said you didn't want him to see it coming.
Yes.
What did you hit him with?
A hammer.
A hammer?
Yes.
A hammer.
Okay.
And I basically killed him with it.
Meet Shelby Neely, a seemingly ordinary guy with an extraordinary confession to the murder of his father-in-law, Richard Ivanchik.
Damn.
But as the
Killed a
details
father-in-law?
unravel, it becomes clear that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and the story takes a horrifying turn when Shelby reveals the fate of his mother-in-law, Laura.
So where are you at when she comes in the front door?
Oh, I welcome her and everything, and then she's walking towards the kitchen, and then I get her before she sees anything coming.
What the fuck? Just look at this nigga build. But that's just a you know what I mean, a school, you know what I mean, archetype right there. Bodybuilding on. That is a school shooter archetype. Max badges and all, yeah. Fisted, like, just fit, look at him. Just fits the description. No doubt.
So she never saw her husband laying there?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
As he calmly sips his coffee, he now talks about his third target, his brother-in-law, Nick.
Psycho, man.
Same thing, same hammer?
Yeah.
So the same hammer you killed you used the same hammer to kill all
just
three
calm,
of them.
just
You
talking
knew
about
the most
how he killed his
you
family.
saw the
No,
damage.
because like blood went everywhere. And that was
As you're hitting him, blood's going
yeah,
everywhere.
that was the first time that happened.
But even
What's
after
wrong
all
with
these
you?
shocking confessions, Shelby still had another
Now I gotta know the secret. You willing to kill your family over a secret? Now I gotta know the secret. The fuck is the secret?
disturbing secret that was about to send a shiver down the spine of the detectives. This bone-chilling story started off with a 911 call in January 2019.
Yo, this nigga is ugly. What the fuck? Chat, look how ugly this motherfucker is right here. Let me let y'all focus on that right quick. Yo, this nigga is ugly. Oh my god. Oh man. Nigga look straight dork. Like, what the fuck? Like, you got the swoop over and on. Shit crazy.
Made by Richard's elder son, whose name we chose to keep private.
Good afternoon. I live in West Palm Beach, and I'm calling about a
Florida?
possible welfare check on my father.
West Palm Beach?
He lives in Tarpon Springs.
Or is that Cali?
He
No,
tried to
it's
reach
Florida.
since, just before Christmas, and without any luck. Him and his wife.
What's the name of the person we're going to be checking on?
Richard Ivancik, Ivancit, and his wife's name is Laura.
When police arrived at the address, a foul odor greeted
It's always some Florida. It's
Inside
always
the
something
house,
happening
they
in
discovered
Florida.
the bodies of 71-year-old Richard Ivanchik,
71.
59-year-old Laura Ivanchik, and 25-year-old Nick Ivanchik, all in an advanced
59,
state
25.
of decomposition. The walls showed
Damn.
rough paint stains, and it seemed like a
So their body's been decomposing for like how long? Oh, I bet that shit smell like ass and funk. R.I.P. R.I.P.
attempts had been made to clean the bodies with chemical agents.
Yo,
Searching
what?
for clues, officers noticed the family's
nigga-
car
this
was
nigga on-
missing and found
This nigga on some Dexter shit. He just got caught though. Loser.
a shallow hole dug beside the house. When police spoke to the neighbors to gather any information, they reported seeing a young man in his 20s digging the hole, accompanied by a child. The description of the
Accompanied
man
by
was
a child?
clear, and the officers immediately recognized him
So he
as
got an
Shelby
accomplice?
Neely, Richard and Laura's son-in-law. As Shelby's name came up, another concern surfaced. His wife, Jamie, had also been missing.
Jamie.
This raised a chilling question.
He killed his wife
Could the
too.
unthinkable have happened to Jamie as well?
Yeah.
Tracking Shelby Neely became an urgent priority, and it didn't take long for authorities to follow his trail. He had been using his
Dumbass
in-laws'
nigga.
payment cards at pawn shops and was driving Laura's car. This
Dumbass
led
nigga.
police to locate him in Lakewood, Ohio, where he was arrested on January 1st, 2019.
Dumbass nigga. He tried to get out. He tried to
A
get to
Florida
Ohio.
officer traveled to Ohio to meet the man behind the haunting crimes. However, Shelby turned out to be very different from what one might expect of a ruthless killer who had taken 3 lives within 24 hours.
All
How
right.
you doing, Shelby? Detective Anderson. Have a seat.
Handshake and all. That's crazy.
Cold? Yeah. Some coffee. I
Get
heard
his
you
whole
wanted some
family.
coffee, so we got you some coffee.
Appreciate it.
I understand you wanted to talk to me.
What you being nice to him for?
Yeah, well, I thought we were going to get this done in the morning and everything. I didn't know.
Would you prefer to talk in the morning? I'm here to, I want to
Treat
talk to
this
you as soon
nigga
as
like
possible. I
shit.
came a long way
Nigga
to
kill
talk
his whole
to you.
family.
Yeah, how late are you here till in the morning?
Well, I mean, I'd rather do it now. I mean,
Yeah.
I traveled a long way in a short amount of time. Okay. All right.
I apologize.
That's okay. Hey,
I
like I said, I'm
apologize.
here to listen to you.
Do you
Okay.
think I could possibly get a blanket though?
I can
I
ask you.
do.
Yo, he's a
I
nut.
I just had bad PTSD.
I apologize.
Yeah, sure.
All right, they're gonna get you one.
I'm sorry. I just had
No.
bad PTSD, coldness.
PTSD with coldness.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was homeless for like half a year in the winter of 2015 and 2014.
Boo,
Oh, really?
boo, nigga. No one cares. Lock your ass up for life.
Up here in Ohio.
Okay. That goes to tape. Okay.
Shelby
I was homeless. Like, nigga, I don't want to give a fuck.
begins the conversation with an almost unbelievable
Nigga,
calmness.
who cares? Nigga, killed your whole family. Your wife and all.
For someone just apprehended for 3 murders.
Shit gonna get me
But
tight.
this is only the start. His
Yo, this
eerie
nigga is ugly. What the fuck?
composure is enough to send chills down anyone's spine.
Where do you
You
want to
look
start?
like a Lord of the
Well,
Rings
we're not
character or
gonna
some
bullshit.
shit.
You
Some
know,
Harry
like,
Potter
here,
shit. Some shit.
For the 3 deaths and everything.
Okay.
Correct? Okay, well, obviously I did it.
Obviously, I did it. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to think of where I begin this long story.
Oh, brother.
You want me to ask you a question to get you started?
I mean,
Or do you want to just think about it and you can start wherever you want?
The story kind of like, because I know your questions are basically like, why the fuck did this happen for obvious reasons. Why don't you start with questions and I'll just make my way into the story
Okay.
in a second. So
Okay.
go
Well, I want to start way back.
way back.
Childhood. How was your childhood?
Oh, we want to go there.
Yes, we wanna-
It was good, man.
Mom and dad both there?
Wanna go there.
Single mom, single
Well-
dad?
My birth father, he was in Texas my whole childhood.
Shelby's childhood showed no signs of trauma, except for his father passing away right before his 17th birthday. So it almost rules out the detective's initial suspicion of deep-rooted mental issues. However, his cold, calculated demeanor hinted at psychopathy.
Psychopathy.
Alternatively, it
Yo,
seemed
look
he
at
might
this-
be
yo.
deliberately portraying himself as a
This
character
Joe
in
ass
a
nigga.
twisted movie, believing he was the anti-hero of his own story.
So you,
The anti-hero of his own story? Yeah. Fucking loser. Nigga, you a loser.
your dad
Nigga
passes
think
away,
this is a
and then
movie.
you're with your mom and your stepdad?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
How was
and
it
then-
growing up?
It was not a movie, gang.
I mean,
You said
It was
all-
not a
yeah,
movie.
childhood was good. I didn't
It was not a movie, gang. It's not a movie, gang.
run into problems until literally in my early adult life. Like literally as soon as I turned 18.
So when you were a kid, how were you disciplined? There was no like physical abuse, mental
No.
abuse.
No. I mean, I would get disciplined like any other kid. I was
Okay.
bad,
Well, everybody has
from
different.
get ground for my stuff, get my stuff taken away. But you know, I wasn't the easiest of children to deal with either. You know,
Like getting into mischief or?
yeah, I was very mischievous and rebellious growing up.
Okay.
I also got prescribed ADHD. I just think the rebellion came from like strict rules and everything, like a normal child.
Right. You just didn't like the rules?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck does that do with anything?
Well, kids go through that.
Yeah. My like, I don't know if I'm psychotic or not, but my
Yeah, buddy. You are.
Taking effect till I was like,
You are, gang.
starting to go through stuff. Early adult life, I turned 18. I move out of my parents' house. You know, I'm still in school. I'm smoking weed and all this shit. I knock up a girl, and then just somewhere down the lines, I drop out of school. We marry, and I don't know. She was just. I think I just had too much going on my plate back.
That's a
then.
lot for a young man to
I
handle.
just, I just was still dealing with my dad's death and everything, so I started lashing out and hitting her and everything, and the marriage ended.
What? Oh nah, this nigga, he just crashing out. This nigga just beating on his wife. This nigga ready to end it all. Like,
And what was her name?
Her name was Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So-
we're on good. Just because all that stuff happened back in the past, we're on.
I thought it
very
was
good
Jamie.
terms now.
Shelby calmly described a severe act of domestic violence, showing absolutely no remorse. It was as if nothing
Crazy.
could affect him. But the chilling interview was about to take an even darker turn.
So how long were you homeless? Approximately
6 months.
6 months. And what changed?
When I met my second wife, which is their mother.
Oh, okay.
Jamie.
Yes.
Okay. And how did you meet Jamie?
Oh,
I was a manager at Burger King by
you
this
got
point.
married twice.
Her brother was my employee.
You think the first one would make you stay away from getting married again? Guess you don't learn.
Where is this at? What city and state?
This is Ohio. This is
Not
actually
ass
up
boy.
here,
Okay.
before we all moved down here.
Okay.
Parma, Ohio.
What city in Ohio?
Parma.
Parma. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I went home with him one night and to smoke weed, and she was just sitting there in the garage, and we just sort of just. Hit it off from there.
Okay.
And I started dating her and living with her, and that's when it really started getting bad.
Like what?
You know, everything was cool at first.
As it is always.
Occasionally, we would argue,
And you would hit her too, huh?
you know, smack me here and there.
The fuck?
You know, it's whatever. It's a woman. They lose control of their emotions. And by this point, it was,
Oh shit. You know. How y'all feel? Women in the comments in the chat and shit like that. How y'all feel about this fucking this nut? This I don't even know what to describe. This little freak. How y'all feel about that?
this is after the whole domestic violence. I'm really not trying to hit a woman and all.
Oh,
So-
really?
Unfortunately, their daughter was very, how do I put it, disrespectful towards rules when living under. Can I get some water? I'm sorry.
Sure.
As he casually insults every single woman on Earth,
Yeah, what the
Shelby
fuck?
sips his coffee and quenches his thirst.
Nigga
with
is
a
not a
glass of
feminist. I'm a
water before
feminist.
revealing
Ah.
a disturbing story.
Nas type
How do you
shit.
think you're doing? as a
That boy
dad?
Nas is a feminist.
How
Unlike this
how do I
loser.
think I'm doing as a dad?
Yeah. With your kids.
I think
Unlike
I'm
this bitch.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
As a dad. Yeah.
What do you think about Jamie as a mother? How do you think she does?
This bitch ass boy.
Can you give me some examples of why she didn't do good?
Pussy ass boy.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. She's not alive anymore because of what she tried to do. We're going to get into that.
Okay.
I do apologize that
What the fuck?
when I first started the conversation, was kind of hard for me.
What you mean by that, Calvin? The fuck she do? To warrant your whole family getting killed, like, it's not clicking with me, gang. But I'm gonna let you get to it. But still, like, it's still fuck, like, feel me? I still think it's like, your ass need to be thrown into the depths of like hell, like the lowest of lowest in the prison, like the under the prison type shit, like.
To like piece together how to like tell you that, but you know we're at a good point now. She passed away. There was a. We'll get into this incident, but there was an incident.
But just get to it. You acting like you doing a monologue and shit.
An extreme case of psychosis, and I'm sure you can look up all her records and stuff.
Psychosis.
She's attacked her parents in the past and all that good shit.
All that good shit. Why you talk like? Why you talk like that?
She would get into a mode that she just could not control. When I tell you, it would literally be like looking into the eyes of a demon. It literally was. So she came at my daughter with a knife after she had like got done severely beating me. And there are scars on my body. You know, I'm not giving myself an excuse, man. I'm just telling you the reason as to why it happened.
Yo.
Come at my daughter with a knife. You know, I don't. You know,
Nazi.
stop you.
Right.
And unfortunately, I went too far. I choked her out, and then when the blood started coming out of her nose, I stopped. But
It was too late.
it was too late.
Year
Where was
go,
that?
nigga. I'm a year go.
This was
Nigga.
at a house. This was the last house that we had down in Florida.
Yo, Tabby, this. I know you just came in here. You don't know who this is, but he kind of remind me of you. Not gonna lie. Yeah, like it's like your spitting image. No bop.
This was about a year ago.
So she's been deceased for a year.
Yes.
Okay, was that in West Palm?
No, this was in close to Tarpon Springs.
Pasco?
Newport Richey.
Where is she now?
I buried her in that backyard.
She's in the backyard of that home.
Yes, buried. Alright, so say this is like the little deck that you walk in on.
How the fuck I remind you of an Indian? Cause you're a dirty ass boy. I bet your nose, like, gang, like, I know your nose is dirty as shit. I know your teeth is yellow as shit. I know your neck dirty as shit. You rub behind your ears, I bet it smell like shit. Like, shut your pussy ass up, gang. And let me watch my my murder documentary.
Okay.
You
Bitch
turn
ass boy.
immediately right and like walk 5 steps out and she should be buried right there.
Jamie, who was initially believed to be missing, had actually been dead for a year. This meant Shelby had managed to avoid capture.
I like how you think you just talk like that. Call me Blackie again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. I dare your dork ass. Say it again. Now you pussy. Say it again. You pussy. Say it again. You was not on that. Say it again. Me personally, I wouldn't be getting talked to like that. You moon cricket. Dark ass boy. Right. Right. Dark ass boy, huh? Dark ass boy? Dark ass boy. Get your ass out of here.
From January 2018 to January 2019. Now, the pressing question was, how did he manage to stay under the radar for so long?
Did anybody ever ask you where she was?
Oh yeah, I mean I lied.
Well, I obviously you're gonna lie if, you know, something like that has happened, but I'm like, who asks you where she is? Like, doesn't Nick go, hey, where's my sister? Or her parents call you, or?
Well, yeah, And thankfully, I knew her so well. I knew how to act like her. It was weird, man. You know, they never talked to her over the phone or anything. I would just act like her. I was on text message and everything. You know,
Crazy.
sometimes I would act angry at the parents and all this stuff, but dude, I would just feel bad. So I would like send them pictures and everything of the kids because like they were persistent. And of course, you know, everybody else, you know, because I left Florida immediately.
After that,
Yeah.
let me and I don't think I asked this.
Go ahead.
Approximately, what was the date that this occurred?
It literally happened around a year last year ago. Like,
Approximately a year ago.
Like literally in the beginning of 2018, like this, like January.
January of 2018.
Yes, like I was gone by the end of 2018, or not by the end of January. I'm sorry.
So do you remember the beginning of January? End of January?
It was definitely
Middle of January of 2018 on Norwood Avenue in Newport Richie.
Yes.
Do you think it's important, or do you want to get off your chest? Or...
No, I mean, this is the type of shit she did to me. She
what was that from? Fingernails, a knife, or
this was a knife. This was a hammer.
that the mark right here?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Did you ever call the police on her?
The police were called on her multiple times
in Newport Richie, or where?
In just in Florida and Ohio, man. Like, but I was just under her control, man. Like, I know I come across as the evil one, and quite honestly, I am. You know, I'm a monster for what I did. But unfortunately,
Yo, he's very aware of like who he is, which is.
She would go in jail.
Nutty.
Her parents would lie for her. She would come out. She would go into the psych ward. Her parents would lie for her. She would come out. I would lie for her because I was under her control.
This nigga playing victim.
Now, when you say she, like the psychosis that you described, was she seeing a doctor or a psychologist?
She refused to.
Refused to? Was she on any meds?
She refused to be on any meds.
So
she thought that she didn't need any help.
During the duration that you knew her, she never went to a doctor that you know of for her.
We tried to get her there, but she just did not like what the doctors had to say, and so she'd be like, "I'm not going there anymore." It was, you know, every day my kids saw a woman beating on their dad, and I just didn't want that.
Shelby could have concealed the fact that he pretended to be Jamie, but he chose to reveal it. This suggests a sense of pride and further underscores his psychopathic tendencies. Moreover, his calm demeanor suggests he still believes he was justified in his actions and is trying to play the victim card. Also, it's quite shocking that Jamie's family never attempted to check on her, despite not receiving any response from her for an entire year.
I bought a place in Elyria. I tried to make it work. I even got a job and everything, but people just weren't babysitting my kids. And babysitting was hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, during that time period, I was afraid to get on welfare because it's like they're going to be looking for
mom.
They're going to be like, "Where's mom?" And then, so I lasted there for like a couple months. And then I can't make it. My parents.
The fuck was that?
My couple won't make it. My parents can't help me because my brother has cancer at this point. He beat it though.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, if he killed his family.
So I have to move
right.
to Texas to where all my other family is at. So I did that for like half a year, I believe.
Who did you stay with in Texas?
Nigga his brother beat cancer just for him to kill his brother. Like, the fuck? Like,
I stayed with my granny for the
crazy.
most part. And then me and her got into it.
What's her name?
Oh shit.
how you get?
Deborah
You don't even know.
Deborah Gray.
I was about to say, he don't even know his grandma Nigga don't even know his grandma's name. How you beefing with your granny?
Okay. She's still living?
Yeah, she's alive.
Okay.
Then she kicked me out because she couldn't handle the kids. But I was working a good job. I was working in the oil field for a while there.
Gang, I mean, what you expect? She's probably old, like old as shit, gang.
I get another place.
It's a lot of stress on an old lady heart.
I'm working and everything. I'm still trying to shake off Jamie's family for the most part. And it's just
Are they pestering you? Like, where is she? We haven't seen her.
no, it's not even that.
You're still doing the texting like you're her.
Yeah.
But did she have her own phone and you had your own phone, or did you guys only have one phone that you shared?
We only have.
Oh, he
Okay.
killed.
So
Did
I
he
was
kill
thinking
her
to myself,
already?
like you had to keep paying the bill to.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
paying
you were
attention.
her.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
so you shared a phone and you just pretended to be her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't really call it sharing a phone. It was mostly hers, but yeah, that's how that happened.
Okay. So Granny says you need to go.
Yeah, I get my own place, and then I have my own place for like another 3 months. So we're getting towards the end of the year,
Okay.
and unfortunately now I'm seeing something has to be done because I don't want to get caught.
Wow.
So, in a desperate attempt to save himself, Shelby
He decides to
devised
kill
a
the people
chilling
who's questioning
plan.
him.
A plan so
That's
sinister
crazy.
it would shock all of Florida. And very soon, he would reveal the reasons behind it.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So you initiate conversation with Laura.
Mhm.
August. When do you leave Texas and drive to Florida? What date?
I can tell you it's in the beginning of December. As far as the exact datage, I would have to go through my.
Yo, what's wrong with him, gang? Like, this is exactly how the nigga talk. I can tell you it was the beginning of December. Very chilling. I know I'm a monster too, but she was even more of a monster than me, and so I had to make something work, shake. I had to get something done. I had to do what he do, and she had to get hit with this 4-5, straight like that. Bitch ass nigga. She had to get going for me and my family, for my kids. I can't let her kill my kids. I can't let her hurt my kids and threaten them with a knife. Are you stupid? So I had to kill her with a 4-5.
To be able to tell you that.
Let's get into the thick of it. And
Like
this.
in relation to Christmas, how many weeks prior to Christmas
Oh,
do you
that-
think you got to
It was
Florida?
it was definitely like
Watch it? No. I won't.
beginning of December.
Beginning of December, you drive from Texas to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What are you driving?
Her old car that I had.
Beginning to mid.
Maybe you can learn
December.
something from this guy.
It was beginning.
Beginning of December, you pack up the kids.
Mhm.
Pack up, I'm assuming, stuff you're taking.
Peace, Blackie boy. I bet suck my dick, nigga.
with you because you're leaving everything else behind, right?
Mhm.
You drive to Florida.
Mhm.
Does she know you're coming, or you just kind of show up?
No, she knows I'm coming.
She knows you're coming.
However, she thinks
And while you leave,
due to work issues and everything.
Okay, okay.
take that with you.
So you arrive.
Mhm.
How's it go?
Go eat a cake or
It
something.
goes great at first.
You foodie ass.
You know, I keep
Better yet, go eat a cat.
I can't-
I know you like them shits.
if I'm going to talk about this moment,
I know you love cats.
I put off killing them, and I tried to look for.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're taking with you because you're leaving everything else behind, right?
Mhm.
You drive to Florida.
Mhm.
Does she know you're coming, or you just kind of show up?
No, she knows I'm coming.
She knows you're coming.
However, she thinks that Jamie is staying behind due to work issues and everything.
Okay, okay. So you arrive.
Mhm.
How's it go?
It goes great at first. I kept putting off killing them. If I'm going to talk about this moment, I'm going to talk about it. I put off killing them, and I tried to look for every alternative not to do it. And of course, I didn't have to do it. There was no reason for me to do all this. But
But he did it anyway. and the next part of the interrogation would shed light on the motive behind this horrifying triple murder.
You know, I was coming up on a year that she was dead and everything.
A year?
This is going to sound weird. Coming up on a year that she was dead and everything. I just wanted to. This is going to sound weird, but
Retarded? Oh, you bleeped it out.
at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure my kids were okay. You know,
So were you worried that they were going to try to take him from you?
I was worried that they were going to try to take him from me. I was worried that.
So you murked your family off of a assumption.
Honestly, no offense to them, they were great people, and I did care about them and love them greatly. I did.
No,
I actually got along with her
No way.
more than
No,
my
no
own.
way. If you're taking,
Right.
you're
Just that-
killing them in cold
I
blood.
didn't want to do this shit, man. I
Sure,
didn't want to
again.
do any of this shit. But
It's cap.
they just don't know how to raise kids, man. Like, flat out.
Shelby killed 4 people who were family to him, all under the
Crazy.
guise of protecting his kids. His paranoia about believing his children might turn out like their mother Jamie is hard to comprehend.
Nigga a nut, bro.
His statements reveal his prejudiced nature and even contradictions. He said he had to do something to save himself from being caught after killing Jamie, and he knew
He
that
started
her
panicking.
family was the biggest threat to him. So, one can get the idea as to why he actually killed the Ivanchik family.
You know, I kept putting it off. You know, they were enjoying time with their grandkids, and
At what point in
Oh, how
time
nice of you.
did you decide I have to kill them?
mm,
Was it when you were driving there?
no. I fought with it literally up until I did it.
Okay, so when was your first thought of, I need to kill them?
Oh, like it was definitely on my way there.
While you're driving there,
Yeah.
you're thinking to
Right.
myself, I need to kill them.
Yeah, like if I'm going to survive and raise these kids and not get caught, and then I get there.
Because they pose a threat to what you believe was a threat to your custody of your children.
Shelby had planned to kill the Ivanchik family from the start, but claimed he held off from doing so, and instead continued to watch them spend time with his kids. Despite this, he went through with the murders, showing he was more sadistic than emotional. It seems Shelby doesn't truly understand the concept of emotions, no matter what he says.
Tragic
No,
things.
you're doing great, man.
It's
I
that
just,
it's hard for me, man.
you're doing great. You're doing great. I just, while we're in the steps, I'm trying to get stuff. I don't want to forget things.
Of course.
And I kind of want to try to, as sequential order as we can, so we're not jumping around. You know what I mean?
If I'm being honest with you, we've been doing awesome on the order. Like
Okay.
as far as time and everything, as far as like chronological order,
Okay.
we've been doing very good.
So go from there. You get there. You said everything was going great at first, right?
Yeah, you know. By the way, also what made things easier to not be able to talk on the phone with them, you know, for Jamie not to be able to talk on the phone with them, there was a debt collector from the old house, because, you know, the old house got trashed. I kind of trashed it to, like, make them not really, like, think that there was a dead body there, you know.
Try to throw them off.
Yeah, I was trying to be intelligent. You know, it was the most unintelligent thing you can do.
Well, while we're talking about that, when you put her in the grave, you cover it, did you do anything to, like, disguise the top of the grave, like put leaves over it or anything? Because I've seen, you know, you look at the backyard, you don't want to see this fresh pile of dirt.
Yeah, no, I put something over it. It was, we had a bunch of, like, these wooden, oh, god damn it, what are they fucking called? Not wooden planks, but, like,
He was trying to hide.
basically, there was a bunch of shit that could have been used for construction in our
Trying to
backyard.
hide the
That I,
bodies?
like, put over
Just
it.
laid it over the top of it. What did you do with the excess dirt?
I feel like you just making it
Spread
more
around the
obvious.
Oh, I just put it all in the grave. It all fit in there.
Oh, it
and then I
did?
just, like, smoothed it out. And then put
Oh, it was a
stuff over it.
grave.
All right, so fast forward, we're back to your Tarpon Springs. Your kids are staying in the bedroom with you. You go down the hall, first door on the right,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm there for probably a good 2 weeks before I killed him, though. Unfortunately, I almost got out of it too, because, you know, with the You know, I acted like this debt collector, had like a.
Oh, some real shit. We don't even know if the mother of his kids is a bad person, like he's claiming to be, because he's the only one saying it. He killed the family, so we would never know.
Undercover agent that you can buy or whatever it's
Shit
called.
crazy.
I forget what it's called. But basically, I mean, it seemed like that this debt collector knew where Jamie was at if she were to enter Florida. So then at the end, they were like, well, we could just come to Texas with you and visit her. And then on that day, you know.
So is that when you decided I have to kill them
Yeah.
because they're getting too inquisitive? Is that why?
They weren't even inquisitive, man. They were always trusting of me. They
And do you remember what the date was?
December 15th and December 16th.
December 15th and December 16th is when you killed them?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember?
The
Okay.
parents, go ahead.
No, I don't want to stop you. Go ahead.
Um,
Said the parents.
the parents passed away first, and then I dragged their bodies into their room, cleaned it up, waited for Nick to get home, spent one last night with Nick, and then when he went to bed, I killed him too.
It's quite weird to know that Nick didn't even question the whereabouts of his parents for a complete day. But currently focusing on Shelby, he confessed to the murders of his in-laws as if it were nothing. He admitted to waiting for the perfect moment, constantly thinking about killing them, all while remaining as calm as a summer sea. His demeanor won't change, but the details he's trying to reveal will only grow more horrifying.
What did you hit him with?
A hammer.
A hammer?
Yes.
Okay.
Until he died?
Okay.
Not off my head.
So when you say, where's the first place you struck him with the hammer?
In the back of the head.
Back of the head? Like right
okay,
below the back of the head?
Yeah.
You just came up behind him and
That would do it.
hit him? Does he fall?
Yes, he falls.
Just falls to his knees or?
No, he's unconscious. And then,
One shot, he's out.
Well, he's
Unconscious.
unconscious, yeah.
Okay.
And then I whack him again a couple of times on the head to give him a quick death.
Damn.
Do you remember where on the head?
No, because if I'm being honest with you, I wasn't trying to commit the act in the first place, so I'm not really trying to look. I know I definitely got him right here, but all I really did was bash him a couple of times and then walk away.
Okay.
And then he passed away.
Did you hear him still breathing?
Sick,
or-
bro.
When I did, I would go over there and whack him just to try to get him to be done because I didn't want him to suffer anymore.
So, after you hit him the first couple times, you walk away,
Mhm.
and I just don't want to put words in your mouth. You hear him, so you go back and you hit him a couple more times?
Yes,
Okay. And how many times did you have to keep going back?
that was only one time that I had to go back.
Okay, so if you had to guesstimate how many times you struck him with a hammer, what would you think?
I would say.
Well, y'all know.
7
Like, why y'all
Five,
asking them that? Y'all
and
know.
it's right in the area by where your kids' toys were at.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are Bella and Oliver at when this is happening?
They're in the room.
They're in
Yeah.
the bedroom you were staring at with the door closed.
Yes.
Okay. Did they come out?
No, they can't open doors or anything.
They can't open doors.
No.
Okay.
No, I had the room completely baby-proof for them, so they were safe.
Shelby claimed his kids were safe, but safe from whom? Their innocent grandparents, or the monster of a father who was savagely bashing
He's just
a man's
making
head
up
just
villains in his
outside their
head.
door. Regardless, it was now time to hear the details of Laura's murder.
You greet her at the door.
He really thought he was an
She walked in first.
anti-hero in his. Yeah, he had his own story.
Husband.
Okay.
He was a fucking loser.
Basically, take her out before she can notice.
Nigga thought he was
And
Punisher.
where do you hit her?
Same place.
Back of the head.
Yes.
Okay. She drops immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
So she's in the same room with her husband.
no, she's in a different room.
Shit
Where-
sad,
She is
bro.
in the living room, walking towards the kitchen.
Kitchen.
He's in the dining room,
Okay.
towards the left and everything. Like I said, I don't know how she did not see him.
He killed both of them an hour apart. But rather than taking a moment to feel guilt or regret over his actions,
Went straight
he
to
calmly and patiently waited to murder Laura. This clearly shows that while Shelby might not fit the textbook definition of a psychopath, he undeniably exhibits psychopathic tendencies.
Yep.
It would be fair to say he's at least on the borderline.
Okay, so they're both down.
Drag both of them.
Which one do you drag first?
Definitely Rich.
Rich, he's on the area rug.
Yeah.
So you tell me, you got to tell me how you did it, because he's a pretty big dude, and I'm not taking this offense. You're not near as big as he is.
Oh yeah,
That's gotta, you had to like busted your to get him back there.
God, did I ever?
Yeah. How long did it take you to get him from there down the hall and into the room?
Dude, honestly, only 5 minutes.
Probably your adrenaline through the roof, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to
Yo,
like,
he's
do you know when Nick's
he's
coming
a
home, or is
psycho.
it like, oh shit, I gotta get going?
Yeah,
Nick could
he's
come
a
home, I gotta get
psychopath,
them out of
man.
the way.
At that point, I didn't know.
Just look how he talk.
Coming home. So you're right. Definitely adrenaline played a big part into it, I think, moving him. But yeah, I got him out of there in like 5 minutes. And then I moved her in there. And then I cleaned up all the blood with the mop and everything. And he didn't notice anything when he got home. I finally did get a hold of him.
Where was, and how did you get Laura into the bathroom?
There was another rug
Mhm.
that was close to her. I threw a towel on her. Sorry, I'm fine.
Ew, nigga, you about to throw up?
I put her on the rug and then I dragged the rug.
Okay, but you brought Rich first.
Yes.
How did you?
Yeah, don't get you don't get the thug, man. You did this shit. You did it. And what now? You rethinking about it is making you sick. Fuck out of here with that, gang.
Get her past Rich.
Get this nigga
Is
gone, bro.
From my recollection, he's laying on his back
Yeah.
with the rug covering him in the doorway. You have to pass the doorway to get into the bathroom.
I'm sorry. I think I brought her in first.
Okay, that's why I'm asking these questions, because you could have done it, but I want to make sure we're right on the order, because
Yeah, no.
for you to get her over the top of him would have been a pretty good feat.
Yeah.
So,
no, that would not.
Now that you think about it, you're positive you drug her back first.
Yes, she got drugged back first.
Okay.
I apologize. about
Okay,
that.
so you get both of them
I want your fucking
on
apology.
their area rugs,
Into
into the room, close the door. You just chill with the kids until Nick comes home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What
of
time
course,
did you come
everything.
home?
And he just
Like,
waited
6 or
to
7.
kill another.
After committing 2 horrific murders, Shelby calmly waited for Nick to arrive. What
That's
he did
crazy,
next
bro.
was nothing short of pure barbarity.
Because I saw a lot of blood stains on the couch.
Couch wasn't at that point.
I understand that, but is the blood staining that's on the couch from you striking him? Does he fall against the couch? 'Cause on the
that's
couch,
from
there's-
from Nick.
that's from Nick.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Dad falls there, nothing gets on that. You mop up the floor.
Yeah, the couch was right here at that point. It's not moved over there or anything. I moved it over there during the process that I stay there.
Okay.
Nick was asleep on the couch when I killed him, so that's where all the blood stains on the couch come from.
Okay.
Gang, look how calm he is saying this shit, bro. Niggas, yo, get this nigga gone, gang. Like, this nigga is sick, bro. Nigga's just sleeping. He, just imagine that, bro. You asleep, and then a family member that you know just ends up like just yeah, that shit is sick, gang.
And then I moved the couch to
That
block
shit is
off
sick,
that,
bro.
that room
Roll
so
up.
the kids don't run in.
Where are the dogs?
I put the dogs in there. The dog,
Were they still alive?
yes, dogs don't die until like literally the last minute. And,
Like before
What
you
the
leave?
fuck?
Okay. So you just close the dogs in there with the 2.
Nigga
just
killed
go.
the dogs too.
Okay. You're playing with
Why?
the kids until 5 or 6 when Nick comes home.
Nigga,
Okay.
is they gonna take your kids from you too? Like, what the fuck? Yo,
You said you wanted to spend one last night.
this nigga just like killing, bro.
But you said you have to kill him because obviously you killed his parents.
yes.
Okay. So he comes home. Tell me what happens when he comes home.
He comes home, he brings some weed and everything. He's got edibles and all that stuff. I start giving him money and I order us a pizza. I get us more weed. That type of stuff.
How did you get more weed?
Huh?
How did you get more weed?
Oh, Well, he went to the dealer to
Oh.
get some more and everything.
Did you go with him?
No, I stayed home.
And does he has a car, right? Minivan?
Yeah.
Where's his minivan?
Minivan's parked in that driveway. That's his minivan.
That the blue one that's there is his minivan.
Yes.
Because I talked to a bunch of people and they kept saying, no, that's not his minivan. And he drives a dark minivan, dark colored minivan. They kept saying this dark colored minivan. We couldn't find this dark colored minivan.
Old people are idiots sometimes, to be honest with you.
So that
they think
minivan-
they know this something. Yeah.
My nigga, detective, the fuck is you laughing for? Nigga, you're not here to make friends with the nigga. You're here to commit this nigga and have this nigga sit on the chair in GTA, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? The hell? Hell going on here? You laughing with legit and shit. Old people could be idiots. You here giggling and shit. Yo, that's gonna be your job. What's your name? Bill or some shit? That's gonna be you keep doing some shit like that. What the fuck? Nigga laugh.
Okay, so that minivan that's still at the house is Nick's. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I
This
interrupted.
nigga's polite to
Nick comes
him.
home. You guys are smoking
Laughs to
edible
him.
marijuana.
Say sorry.
together.
Like, nigga,
You know, you guys have been friends for a long time. You want to spend one last night with him, so go ahead.
oh, apologize to this bitch ass boy.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing much more to it.
What time is? So I'm assuming you guys are here watching TV together, and he falls asleep at some point.
It will soon be revealed what exactly
This
happened
fucking
to the
Bati
dogs.
boy.
But first comes the disturbing details of how Shelby killed his brother-in-law, Nicholas Ivanchik.
Brother.
So you're watching TV. He falls asleep.
Yeah.
Where are you at
I
when
put-
he falls asleep on that couch with all the blood stains? But it's at that point
Well,
in time. it's
here's
there.
how it happened. We're watching The Grinch and everything. He gets tired. He goes to sleep. I put the kids in the room.
Doesn't matter what y'all was watching,
I
gang.
wait
I just think
until
you're getting
my kids
descriptive
asleep.
about it. That's not. I think he's a
I'll
psycho,
sleep myself.
psychopath.
And then I
Weird,
wake up
bruh.
At like 3, 4 in the morning, and then I grab the hammer. I tiptoe to him, and then
I tiptoe to him.
I do what I did to them. You know, I don't like saying it, but I do what I did to them.
Same thing, same hammer.
Yeah.
So the same hammer you.
Nah, I think your freak ass likes
saying
saying it.
to kill all three of them.
Yes.
So he's asleep. I know it's hard to say, but we're almost there. You've gotten through 2.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I know.
So you go up to Nick, and then what happens?
I crack him right here.
In the temple?
Yeah, and then I just keep hitting. Like
Sissy
7
ass
times.
hand movement. The
Any
fuck
time
was
does he
that?
wake up or
I just keep
He,
cracking
tried
him,
to
like,
wake at
nigga.
first, I think, but his body was in too much shock to like really process what happened.
right? Like he never like opened his eyes or said anything or anything like that.
No, none of that ever happened. I made sure that they, except with him, unfortunately, I made sure that they didn't feel any pain. They basically died instantaneously.
Okay.
Besides him.
So you kill him on the couch. Okay. Then what do you do with his body?
I take it into his room.
Did you put him on?
I take
anything?
it into his
Right.
room.
I just
It's like
I
human
covered up
being,
his
gang.
head and everything. Granted, I did it in the
The
dark,
fuck?
and for some reason, I knew that I hit him up the most out of everybody, and I don't know how.
And how did you know that? Just from the facial damage that you saw?
I didn't see any facial damage.
Oh, you said you knew you f***ed him up the most, so I was assuming that you saw the
no, because
damage.
like blood went everywhere, and that was
As you're hitting him, blood's going
yeah,
everywhere.
that was the first time that happened. So
So when you hit the other 2, it wasn't.
yeah, it was a splatter.
Patient is unlike most. Shelby isn't holding anything back,
'Cause the
nor
nigga's a
is he trying to
psychopath,
justify
man.
his actions. But
Look
what
at
makes
him.
it
Fucking
truly unsettling is his complete lack of empathy, as he describes everything in
hell?
chilling detail. If he's trying
Gang,
to
this
portray
shit look
himself
like-
as an anti,
You go on AI or some shit. You look up like a psychopath or some shit. Nerd ass psychopath, geek ass psychopath, some shit. Loser ass nigga.
hero or a psychopath, he's certainly doing a disturbingly convincing job. He
This
exhibits
bitch-ass
clear
nigga.
psychopathic traits: impulsivity, egocentrism, parasitism,
Bro, get
and
this nigga
lack of
gone,
remorse.
bro.
But he has not yet been deceptive. Or has he?
Trust me, my kids are my number one priority.
I mean, I believe you wholeheartedly. For someone to do something of this extent to protect their kids, I'm not saying it's right, and I know you know it's not right? You know right from wrong, right? You know what you did was wrong, but at the time, I think maybe you thought you didn't have any other options, right?
Exactly.
This nigga feel bad for him?
Pretty much out of gas, right? Out of options.
Yeah, I'm sure you're probably very.
Yo, detective, fuck him! There's no feeling sorry for this nigga. If you don't... Oh. Bro, fuck him, detective. The fuck, like, what you got going on? What you feel bad or some shit? Like...
Surprised with my cooperation, too.
I've been doing this a long time, and
Not really.
you never know. Fast forward just a little bit, and I know you'll tell me these are being completely cooperative. I know you went to the Home Depot in Port Richey, and you bought the tarps and the rope.
Oh yeah.
And what would
That was basically to put their bodies in, tie up, and put in the backyard or the front.
where you were digging the trench?
Yeah.
Okay. What day did you start digging the trench? If you killed them on the 15th and 16th, what day do you think it was you started digging the trench?
I would say a week later.
A week later?
Yeah. I'd definitely say a week later.
So you're staying in the house with them deceased and with your kids from the 15th and 16th until approximately a week later, and I'm assuming it's got to start smelling by then.
Well, yeah, I bought it to help with the smell too. Incense was always going on. I had those Febreze things. I had like carpet. Kids were no longer sleeping in their room. They were like sleeping out there.
On those little love seats.
Yeah. There was another couch too, that dark brown couch
Mm-hmm.
that they would sleep on too.
Okay.
But yeah, they couldn't get buried. I couldn't move Rich.
So you start digging the trench. I mean, you made a lot of progress on that trench.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hours do you think you worked on that? Because that's a lot of work.
It only took me like 2 hours.
2 hours to dig that, and it's the shovels.
That was me being paranoid.
That was you on adrenaline and bang, and I got to get this done. I got to get these people buried, and I got to get out of here.
No, that was me going like, these people are definitely going to get sketched out here pretty soon by me digging this hole.
Right.
So I would go out and dig it little bits at a time.
Shelby then set out to cover up the massacre, even going so far as to switch Nick's Xbox with a PS4 to prevent anyone from tracking Nick's Microsoft account. While this might seem like a minor detail, it highlights just how meticulously Shelby
There's no
had
way he's
planned
not a
everything.
psychopath, bro.
And now, he was about to pose
He
a
had a
question
full-on
that no
plan.
criminal would ever dare ask a detective.
Do you mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
Since I'm being cooperative,
Mhm.
I'm just interested. Where did that
Fuck.
with the car? Like,
Yo,
how did you guys catch up?
Nigga, why you need to know that, gang? You're cooked. You're gonna be in your jail cell or in the chair with your last few minutes talking about, damn, I could have did this better. Fuck out of here, pussy.
Was it the car that got me?
This nigga is crazy.
I mean, I know I
bro.
left it behind a bunch. I'm just curious.
There's a lot of things. There was no real one thing. There was a lot of things.
No humanity.
You did things I think.
No humanity. That is not a human
doing
being.
carefully, but you did.
No humanity.
No, I'm not going to go into specifics.
Don't give me
He has
But-
no remorse for his
Yeah.
for the people
I will
he killed,
I will
man,
say this.
for his family.
There wasn't one thing.
That is his
You
family.
can't beat yourself up over man, if I'd have just done that one thing, you did a lot. It was traceable.
Okay.
Okay. So, what else do you take from the house?
His coin collection.
His coin collection.
This
So
was on top of the
Coin collection.
on top of the fridge where you live now.
Yes.
Okay. And what about IDs,
Yes.
driver's licenses?
Yeah, I took that.
From who?
Rich and Nick. I could not find Laura's.
You looked for it, but you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And what was the purpose of that?
Honestly, I know this this company called LiveOps where you can work at home, but you gotta have a clean record. So that's what I was going to use that for.
You're gonna use Nick's identity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Rich? Why did you take his?
Just to not leave behind evidence, you know. It wasn't really the smartest thing to do, to be honest with you. I know you're trying to find a comprehensible reason as to why, but
Right. Well, like I said, I'm trying to understand your mindset, what's going through your head, why you would do things. And so the coin collection
was to get money, obviously.
Right.
So I can.
And there was like sheets of money too, right?
Yeah, you'll see the sheet of money in there.
So there's a sheet of money, collectible coins.
And the suitcase. Here. Want me to write it all down for you?
Sure. Yeah, right. You can write down everything you took from the house.
The murders of the Ivanchik family are clear by now, but it's obvious that many would want to know what happened to the dogs. Animal cruelty is a serious offense, and here's what unfolded.
At what point do you kill the dogs? You said it was like right before you left the house.
So, the dog that was by the woman, or by Laura, he died on his own, basically.
Starving?
What?
No, he had diabetes, and I didn't know how to
Do the insulin?
administer that stuff.
Okay,
So,
is that one of the ones in the, because there was one dog in a garbage bag, another dog in a garbage bag, and there was one in a rug.
Sure.
this is the one I was
This thing
The
is
one in the rug
sick,
died on his
bro.
own because you didn't give him his insulin.
Well, he didn't die on. He was dying,
Okay.
and then I put him out of his misery.
How did you do that?
I just whacked him once with the side of the hammer, and he instantly died.
Okay.
I knew that he would die instantly, being that he was a small breed and everything.
Okay.
This nigga is a fucking weirdo.
As far as the other dogs go, they got put in the bag the last night. And they
Killing dog, man. Fuck you,
Okay,
nigga.
so you didn't hit him with the hammer, you just tied the bag
Fuck
shut,
this nigga, bro.
suffocated him. Okay. Because I examined the dogs. I mean, I couldn't see any like obvious damage. So that was one of my theories, was that they suffocated. The only thing was, the bags are dark, and I would assume the dogs were trying to scratch their way out, but I guess they didn't. Or I just didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Shelby killed 4 people he once loved and 3 defenseless dogs, claiming it was all for the right reasons. Yet his actions are so horrifying that even the devil might shy away from him.
I mean, I've basically told everything that.
Yo, fuck this nigga, bro. I hope you rest in the fucking dirt and fucking hell, nigga. Fuck you. Pussy ass shit.
I wanted to tell.
Okay.
You know, I made my,
Major piece.
Bitch ass boy.
that I didn't do this because I wanted to be evil and I wanted to kill people.
Man, I don't want to hear that
I
shit.
felt that I had no choice at that time period. You also know my
No
life was
choice.
abusive, both physically and mentally and emotionally. And like I said, please feel free to look into her record and you can see all the police calls and all that shit. You'll see that. But
Fuck all that, gang. Get your ass. You're done. You're
So, I
done.
mean, we know you were
I don't care.
like
I don't
Domino's
care about
pizza. I know
shit.
that. I saw all the Domino's boxes in the house and on the patio, and who like, is it the kids that love the chicken nuggets, or is that you too?
that's the kids. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because that's just what I had going on at the house before you.
Fuck, like, what? So, like, why y'all?
Like, Dad, even
Fuck is y'all laughing about?
A little bit.
Nigga, yo, whatever your fucking name is, you psycho, you weirdo, you bitch boy. Your life is done, detective. Fuck is you laughing for, gang? You was trying to be nice to him for it. The nigga is done. He's finished.
And obviously your son's too young to talk, right?
Yeah.
Is he walking?
He's walking, yeah.
Is he?
I feel bad for them though. I really do, because
Well, I feel bad for them also. I mean, their mother's gone, and for all intents and purposes, now their dad's gone because of what, unfortunately, is bad decisions.
Shelby Neely's mother was granted custody of the children, while Shelby himself pleaded guilty to all charges on December 13th, 2023. It's surprising that someone who confessed so calmly took 5 years to admit guilt officially. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison for killing Jamie, avoiding the death penalty by assisting officers in locating her body and cooperating throughout the investigation. For the murders of the Ivanchik family, a judge scheduled the penalty phase for October 2024. During this phase, a jury will
This is some
decide
recent
whether
shit.
Shelby would face the death penalty or life in prison without parole for the triple homicide. However, there have been no updates on the proceedings so far.
Wow.
Avoiding a severe punishment for these horrific murders would truly be a terrible miracle, one that would defy justice and leave a bitter sense of outrage. So, what do you think about this case? Do you think Shelby was actually a victim and what he did to protect his kids is justified? Or is he just a cold-blooded psychopath who deserves the
Justified.
worst punishment anyone can get?
Who's saying that,
Feel
man?
free to share your opinion.
Who's gonna say that?
We'd love to hear from you.
They understand that.
Also,
like,
if you have any case in mind that you want us to cover, mention them in the comments section.
who the fuck gonna
Please
agree with this
subscribe
nigga,
to
bro?
Real Crime Psychology to unravel more disturbing cases from around the world. Until next time, stay safe.
That shit was sick, bro. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. That shit was sick, bro. RIP to all the family members that died, bro. RIP to them dogs, man. The fuck, man. Shit.